Hey guys, and welcome back. How are you all doing today? Hope you are all well and good. So, we are back with the F1 2019 career mode. This is season 3. This is race 7, and that can only mean one thing. We are in Canada. So, don't know if you follow the channel. If you've been following the channel, I recently did a 70 lapper of Canada, and then lo and behold, it pops up on the career race. So what you're seeing right now is my only lap of Q3. Went to go back out in Q3, but the weather had turned and the rain came down, therefore meaning that the times didn't improve. I was really pleased with this lap, and it's always good to get a banker and then attack for another lap. However, this one was all she wrote, and Hamilton put in a 1:07.9. So I'm worried by this point, but 8:51 on the clock, and I come across the line in a 1:07.6. Luckily, for the third time in 3 races, I managed to out-qualify him. But this car is on point. It is about a second faster than our nearest rival. It's a shame, really, because I'd like to race some more other cars other than me racing Lewis. However, there's some major upgrades or ultimate upgrades coming in for France, which is the race after this one. So God help the car. It is going to be like a lightning bolt. It's going to be hella quick, which is really good for me, because I get to enjoy it and have some fun. However, for the rest of the field, well, the likes of Ferrari are way down in the championship, in the standings, and in R&D. I think they're only above Williams, which is just how far Ferrari has fallen in the last 2.5-3 seasons. Not great at all. But I am still having so much fun, and we're about a week and a half, maybe 10 days, 11 days maybe away from having F1 2020. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the new game coming up. What are you most looking forward to? That would be pretty unreal to hear some of your thoughts. Me, I'm looking forward to just going in, trying out Hanoi, trying out the new Zandvoort. I'm also looking forward to my team. Obviously, there will be, or inevitably with me, there will be mistakes in choices and whatnot. I think, yeah, really looking forward to it. Put a different spin on it, and be pretty good to see if you can thrive with your team or your creative team, or end up like teams of the past, no longer in existence. It'd be really good to hear some of your names as well, some of your team names. What would you call your team? Would it be something generic like your last name and racing team, or would it be something really out of this world? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What would you call your racing team? We're on the formation lap, trying to get some heat in the tyres, and after the rain in Q3, the track doesn't seem to be warming up much. Hamilton has gone for medium to soft option, whereas I've gone for soft to medium option. I think the reason why Hamilton does that is, yes, we have the quickest car, but Canada is always a high deg or high speed, high tire deg circuit. So yeah, and I didn't warm up my tires properly. I thought we had a lot longer and before the AI took over, so I was going to make sure I thought they took over after the chicane, but no, unfortunately they do not, which I should have been aware of that considering the 70 laps I had only a week previous put in, which is strange. It'd be nice as well for F1 2020 to let us have more control rather than the automation. I mean, they could add in practice starts, practice lineups, practice starts. They could add in a whole raft of things, especially when it comes to pit stops as well. I mean, I know you can control the pit limiter and engage the clutch, etc., coming out of pit stops, but they still take over a little bit. So Hamilton jumped me off the line. Again, he with the car being so good, he just absolutely takes off from the line, and it's then down to me to catch him. I think Baku was probably my best start. Maybe Baku. Baku was probably my best start. But he just takes off, and it's crazy. Even though he's less than a second away from me, he just looks so far. And we've just put a big gap between us and the rest of the field. Weber is behind me, but by the end of this long straight, look at the gap just opening up between Weber and McLaren. It is just huge, and I think Devon Butler is in that McLaren, which is really quick around here. So that was the end of lap 1, and managed to put in the fastest lap and overtake Lewis. Obviously, being on the softer tyre, gained quite a significant amount of time over him that lap. Sometimes I think medium to soft strategy is probably the worst. Not the worst, but not ideal, especially in the opening few stages. But then you get the bonus of having the soft tyres later on. But unfortunately, I think by that time, 9 times out of 10, the damage is always done. But anyway, hope you are all well. Hope you stick around and enjoy the rest of this career mode race in Canada. As I said, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are around F1 2020. Look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a fantastic day, guys. I really do, wherever you are in the world. Hope you have a great one, and I shall catch you in the next vid. Peace.
We're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. By about half a second a lap. We've got an opportunity to look after the car here. Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. Your brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature. behind you. Our gap behind is 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:11.2. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident. Excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge. Green flag. Showing small signs of wear, power output will be down. Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Caution, caution. Understood, copy that. This lap, please. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Exit now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. information on Norris. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow. Nice work, that brings you up a place. Ahead, they're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 11.4. Sat in P2, Lewis is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 12.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Hulkenberg behind. The gap to the car behind is 2.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. Lewis is in for a stop. That's Lewis behind. The gap behind us is 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs. laps of fuel remaining. Moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. We're leading our teammate by 5.5 seconds. Look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues. pack, P1. Lewis is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 5.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:10.3. This is your final lap of the race. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Joker increases their championship lead. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.